Police officers were always causing trouble for me. It led to my first encounter with the law. We were hanging out in front of a small diner when a cop car pulled up. The officer behind the wheel happened to be Italian, although his name escapes me. Let's just call him Bruno. Bruno was an absolute nuisance. He shouted at us to vacate the street, prompting everyone to scatter in different directions. I hurried down the block and took refuge in the entrance of a nearby bar, thinking I was off the street and out of harm's way. To my surprise, Bruno followed me and barked, "I told you to get off the street." I shot back, "Do you need your eyes checked? I'm clearly off the street." In response, he swiftly exited his vehicle and advanced towards me, his intention to strike me with his nightstick evident. Without hesitation, I positioned myself and delivered a quick blow to his jaw, sending him sprawling to the ground. I couldn't resist giving him a swift kick to the face. Just then, the other cop from the car emerged, brandishing his gun. I was swiftly apprehended for assaulting an officer. Through some connections, I managed to secure the services of a skilled lawyer, well versed in navigating the state courts. And boy, did I learn a valuable lesson about the importance of having connections in the real world. My case experienced a few postponements while I remained out on bail. However, on the third rescheduled court date, things took a turn. As I met my lawyer outside the courthouse, he advised me to stay downstairs until he called for my presence. When my name was eventually called, the judge couldn't find me. A bench warrant was issued, and Officer Bruno left, unaware of what was unfolding. Shortly after, my lawyer located me and ushered me into court. He had deliberately requested delays in order to secure a specific prosecutor for my case. Addressing the judge, he explained, "Your Honor, my client has just arrived. He was delayed due to a car accident. I understand your calendar is full, and there are extenuating circumstances surrounding this case. Your Honor, I propose that my client pleads guilty to a misdemeanor." The judge agreed, as this eliminated the need to reschedule with the absent Officer Bruno. The motion was granted, and I received a fine of $500. Little did Bruno know that he had been set up. Immediately following the court proceedings, my friends and I returned to the luncheonette where the incident had occurred. It was conveniently situated near the local precinct. While enjoying our hamburgers, Bruno walked in. Spotting me, he adopted a smug demeanor and proclaimed, "You failed to appear in court. There's a bench warrant out for your arrest. I'm taking you in." "Not so fast," I retorted. "They actually issued a bench warrant for your mother. My case is over." I went to court, pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor, and received a fine. I even have a couple of days to pay it. My buddies burst into laughter while Bruno turned beet red. Confused, he sat down on a stool. I leaned over to the person at the counter and said, "Hey, Bo, whatever Bruno is having, put it on my tab." "I'm celebrating today," shocked Bo replied. "You can't cover his bill." "Well, I guess that's a first for you," I smirked, and together we walked out, amused by the whole situation.